elbow.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Get ready.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
Blue draw corkers. Hey, Delta.
It's just me and you.
Yes.
Check, 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 check.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. Manning now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Take four.
Throwing again. Manning. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Keep on, 152 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
Play action. Manning. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Inside. Smooth.
54. Mike 54. Tackles.
Now on second and 16. Rodgers. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check 15, check 15.
Hey, Echo. Now.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Manning. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Manning now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, Charlie.
Get him.
To throw again. Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? How about this 1st quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around. But offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check.
61, Matchbox Lights.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Set, ready, 50, plant, General West.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Chris don't travel.
Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Check one. Watch it divide. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Topper. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Again, it's Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Now Anderson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going to air it out deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
We own them.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Dan. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Rip left.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Set. 8, read. Hey, orbit. Pilot, 64, weak. Bam, bam.
Pull it together. Hatchet.
Let go.
Now Manning. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gore again here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check 52. Get Mike.
Hey, check 26.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. On play action, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
17 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Jaguars.
No, 319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here.
57, Mike 57.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Manning into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check three.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go to Johnson again. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Go, go, General West.
Play action, Madden. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Bravo.
Here's Manning to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers caught right side. It's Lewis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Shit, shit. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Safe.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Get 300. Get 300.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 30 on 2nd down, Manning.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go.
Staying open.
80 weapon. Hey, Delta.
50's the mic. 50's.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Manning. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You got nothing to do.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26.
53. 6-man.
Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down at 4. Manning. This is caught. Clark. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Joe Mixon his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there, 54 Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Manning looking to throw it. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Let it.
55, Mike 55.
Stay with your man.
Pick the edge. Go.
General West. Hey, Zoo.
Manning to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
Quick stone, travel.
Key to tight end. Hey.
And an alley to run. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
53 is the mic. Hey, keep it up.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Check 13. Check 13.
Go to 50.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Get ready.
Hey, exit.
Check. 53's Mike.
Slip it down.
One final try now for Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A big offensive